Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka will be taking some time off politics to weigh his next political move after the announcement of Martha Karua as Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition flag bearer Raila Odinga's deputy. Well, according to Wiper insiders, Kalonzo has three options: to eat the humble pie and take up the positions offered by Odinga as chief minister if they win the August elections, join Kenya Kwanza as a section of members in his party are pushing, or push a runoff, if possible, by running a Wiper candidate with Andrew Ole Sunkuli, who he announced today as his deputy. NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi with an incisive look at Kalonzo's options after he bolted from the Azimio boat.
Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka finds himself in a tricky situation politically, as he is now forced to the drawing board. The choice of NARC Kenya party leader Martha Karua jolting his chances, leaving him to recollect his energies and chart a new political future. The Wiper leader now having to re-energize his political base and ask them to get back to selling Kalonzo, the Wiper presidential aspirant.
My name, as we speak, is before the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission as a presidential candidate for Wiper Democratic Movement.
And to beat the deadline set to hand in the deputy presidential hopefuls, Kalonzo has nominated the Wiper Party Narok senatorial aspirant Andrew Ole Sunkuli as his running mate, hoping to lock his Ukambani backyard and unsettle the Maa vote that also has Raila and Deputy President William Ruto salivating over.
I am pleased to introduce my brother Andrew Letepa Sunkuli.
I accept the nomination to be the running mate of the presidential candidate of the Wiper Democratic Movement.
But the insiders within the third largest political party in the country, going by membership in parliament, say the decision to run for presidency may not be final. In fact, NTV has learned that the decision may be one for Kalonzo to up his stakes. A source says he tendered his name and that of his deputy to beat the deadline and have those he is negotiating with take him more seriously.
The terms of engagement under this Grand Coalition agreement is based on utmost good faith. And where there is no good faith, then you can't do business. And some of us have suffered the consequences of bad faith for far too long.
Further, a series of meetings held in the last 1 week have yielded three options. 1. Kalonzo to go all the way to the ballot and secure his Ukambani stronghold. Use the outcome to bargain for a post-election agreement in the event of a runoff. 2. There are those pushing him to eat humble pie, endorse Martha Karua as Raila's running mate, and take up the chief minister position he is being offered. However, the voices pushing the angle of Raila taking up the chief minister position insist Raila must have it in writing in a power-sharing structure.
Was Kalonzo Musyoka offered a chief minister's position in a power-sharing agreement of Azimio? The answer is no. They made that announcement today to make Kalonzo look bad.
3. There are those asking him to open negotiating doors with the Kenya Kwanza coalition and just move expeditiously.
The majority of Kenyans want an alternative between Kenya Kwisha and Azimio. That's now the fact. Kwa hivyo, hakika tutaweza.
This issue of giving people otea so that they can succumb to your deceit, your connimanship, must end in this country. And we know who I'm talking about, both of them sides.
Soon after this, I want to go mute for another 1 week to reflect and to think, because these are weighty matters.
According to Kalonzo, his meetings with President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga in their formative stages had agreed that he drops his presidential bid and automatically assumes the position of Raila's number 2.
In fact, Kenyans had assumed at Jacaranda, when I said Raila tosha mara ya tatu, I remember Brother Gideon, we meeting at the Gens, he said, for me, therefore, this is an automatic thing. People did not expect there'll be a contest and then a dragging through the mud of one who has selflessly said, this country is more important than all of us.
His lieutenants now have the uphill task of hitting the ground running to change their focus towards a Kalonzo presidency if he will be on the ballot.
We have agreed to go our separate ways and compare notes as we move.
The decision by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to sever ties with Raila Odinga and chart his own political path has attracted a flurry of comments in the political arena, with some calling him a spoiler. However, those from his backyard are looking at Kalonzo as a man keen on consolidating his political base in an effort to up his stakes. Kennedy Mureithi, NTV at the SKM Command Center in Karen.